Before the Grammy, before they sold out stadiums, before the name African Giant became a global brand, what if I told you, before all that, he was sitting in a UK prison cell. He was banned from the entire country, declared wanted by the Nigerian police, and even caught up in a nightclub shooting that left people bleeding on the floor. Yes, this isn't the Burna Boy you clap for on stage. This is the Burna Boy the world doesn't like to talk about. So today, I'm taking you back to the very beginning. The dark past, the scandals, the fights, the betrayals, and how this same man will turn everything around to becoming the African giant. My name is Prince Theophilus, and this is Fame and Fallout. Now, let me take you back to where it all started from. Burna Boy was born Damini Ebonluwa Ogulu on 2nd July 1991 in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Nigeria. His father, Samuel Ogulu, worked in a welding company. His mother, Bose Ogulu, was a translator and a lecturer, but music runs in their blood. His grandfather, Bensi Idonije, was the first manager of the Afrobeat legend Fela Anikulapo Kuti. Growing up, Burna Boy was restless. By the age of 10, he already discovered Fruity Loops, a music production software. While other kids were playing football, he was in his room making beats. He attended Montessori International School in Port Harcourt, then Corona Secondary School in Lagos. After that, he went abroad to study media technology at the University of Sussex, then media communication at the Oxford University. But Burna Boy was not built for the classroom, so he dropped out, and then his life took a dark turn. Around 2010, Burna Boy was in London, but instead of chasing his music career, he found himself in trouble. According to multiple reports, he was arrested for being part of a gang that stabbed someone to death. He was just 19 years old. He was tried as a minor and sent to Chelmsford prison. Before I proceed, let me tell you how dangerous this prison is. Chelmsford was no ordinary prison. In the early 2000s, it was one of the most dangerous prisons in England. Many of the prisoners were young men involved in gangs, drugs, and violent crimes. If you are a young man, you either toughen up or you became a victim. Fights broke out daily. Prison officers were attacked. Inmates stabbed each other over debt and drugs. It was a place where young boys were turned into hardened men. And it was there that Burna Boy spent 11 months of his life. Later, Burna Boy himself admitted, he said, "I came into the music industry straight from Chelmsford HMP. I never thought I would live this long." When he was released on parole, he broke the rule. He fled UK and returned to Nigeria. Now, let me tell you the meaning of parole. Parole means you are allowed to leave the prison before your full sentence is finished, but under very strict condition that you are not allowed to travel out of the country. But Burna Boy escaped. When he later tried to go back, he was arrested at the airport, deported, and banned from the UK for 15 years. Back in Nigeria, Burna Boy started to take his music career seriously. In 2011, he got signed to Aristocrat Record, a writing record label in Port Harcourt. With Aristocrat, Burna Boy found his sound, a mix of reggae, Afrobeats, and dancehall. In 2012, he released Like to Party. That song was a monster hit. It announced him as a new king of the party. In 2013, he dropped his debut album, Live, Leaving an Impact for Eternity. This album had hits like Yawade, Tonight, and Run My Race, and the album sold over 40,000 copies on the first day of release. Burna Boy was now a household name, but behind the music, something dark was happening. Before we continue, my name is Prince Theophilus. I'm a music business consultant, a career and a life coach. I help talent build strong strategies, avoid career mistakes, and grow a reputable brand. When I say talent, I mean every creative person, including content creators. So if you are an artist or a creative that is struggling in any area of your career, or a record label owner looking for the best marketing strategy for your artist, talk to me. I offer private consultation, but it's not free. All you need to do is send me a DM on Instagram with private session, and I'll reply you, and together we can take your music career to the next level. Now, let's get back to the story. 2013, Burna Boy was nominated for Next Rated at the Headies Award. It was an award every upcoming artist dream of. It even comes with a brand new car. But when a winner was announced, it was not Burna Boy. It was Shantizo. Burna Boy couldn't take it. He stood up and walked out of the venue and even warned photographers not to take his picture. This was his first meltdown, and soon after, another fight began, this time with his record label. Burna Boy and his label Aristocrat Records started clashing. The label gave him everything, an apartment, promotion, structure, according to the story. But Burna Boy wanted more freedom.
Boss man, to be honest with you, if I say Aristocrats didn't do anything for me, I might be lying. But
I think a lot of people will tell you were lying.
Yeah, I might be lying, but deep down, I know I'm saying there's an atom of truth in there.
Okay.
The label insider described him as uncontrollable. He wouldn't listen to advice. He did not want to be told what to do. At one point, Burna Boy hinted about leaving the label on Twitter, then quickly deleted the post. But by the end of 2013, it was no longer a secret. Burna Boy moved out of the apartment the record label gave him. When the contract expired in 2014, he walked away. No renewal, no negotiation. Then he set up his own record label, Spaceship Entertainment. For Aristocrat Record, it was a painful breakup. They had invested heavily on him, only for him to walk away. But for Burna Boy, it was the beginning of his independence. But it also marked him as someone that could not be controlled, not by the labels, not by sponsors, not even by the music industry. 2015 was a year that almost destroyed him. In South Africa, Burna Boy got into a fight with a dancehall artist called Buffalo Soldier at a nightclub. On Twitter, he threatened bloggers, warning them that he would beat them up for writing negative stories about him. Not only that, he posted a picture of himself holding a gun on Instagram just 1 week after signing an endorsement deal with a major telecom company. And in Lagos, his bodyguards allegedly beat up a man after a road accident in Lekki. South African rapper AKA was with him there at that night. All this happened in just 1 year. 2015 for Burna Boy was scandal after scandal. In October 2017, at a hotel and suit, singer Mr. 2K was inside his hotel room after a show. Suddenly, 4 armed men broke in. They tied him up, they beat him up, and they robbed him of a gold wristwatch worth $25,000, phones and jewelries and cash. The police launched an investigation, and soon the suspects were caught, and their confession shook the entire country. They claimed they were sent by Burna Boy's teams. One of them was Burna Boy's road manager. They said Burna Boy paid them 100,000 naira to teach Mr. 2K a lesson. The Lagos police declared Burna Boy wanted. For weeks, he went into hiding. Finally, in December, he turned himself in. He was arrested, charged as an accessory to armed robbery. He pleaded not guilty, but for many of his fans, the damage was done. Burna Boy was not just a label anymore. He was now a criminal suspect. 2018 was supposed to bury Burna Boy's career, but instead, it resurrected it. That year, he released a song titled Ye. At first, it was just another Afrofusion track, but then something happened. Around the same time, American rapper Kanye West released an album, also titled Ye. So people were searching for Kanye West's album online, then they stumbled on Burna Boy's song Ye. Then that made his streams skyrocketed. Suddenly, Burna Boy's music was crossing borders. That song became an anthem. In Nigeria, clubs played it every night. In the US and Europe, DJs added it to their playlists. And for the first time, Burna Boy was not just a Nigerian star, he was now a global superstar. Ye, that song changed his life. It was a song that introduced him to the world. And from that moment, Burna Boy's name was no longer local, it was international. But with global fame came global drama. In 2019, xenophobic attack broke out in South Africa. Foreigners were beaten and killed in Johannesburg, especially Nigeria. Burna Boy was angry, so he went online and vowed never to set his foot in South Africa again until the government fixed the problem. He targeted South African rapper AKA, who made a controversial comment about Nigerians. Burna Boy threatened to beat him up. He even called him out on Twitter saying their friendship was over. Later that year, Burna Boy was booked to perform at a show in South Africa called African Unite. That show was meant to promote peace, but South Africans were not having it. They said Burna Boy must apologize before coming. And Burna Boy, being a very stubborn person, he refused. Then protests began. Threat of violence spread. South African artists signed a petition against Burna Boy, and in the end, the organizers had no choice. They cancelled the entire concert. Instead of uniting Africans, the show ended in division. But Burna Boy once again was at the center of controversy. But Burna Boy's story did not end there. In 2019, he released an album, African Giant. Yes, that album was a huge success. The album got him a Grammy nomination for the first time, but he didn't win. The odds were against him. In 2020, he came back again and he released twice as tall. This time, he won the Grammy for the best global music album.
And the Grammy goes to... Oh, come on. Twice as tall. Burna Boy. Omo Naija.
That was big. It was a celebration all over Nigeria and Africa. But again, Burna Boy was caught in the web of another scandal. In June 2022, inside Cubana Club, Lagos, Burna Boy walked in with his boys and 5 armed police escorts. That night, a woman was in the VIP with her friend. According to her, Burna Boy sent his guys to call her. She said no. They came again. She refused. The third time, her friends got upset and then fight broke out. In the middle of the chaos, Burna Boy's escorts pulled out their guns and pulled the trigger. 2 men were hit with bullets, one of them in the thigh and the other grazed on the head. The woman was pushed down and injured her shoulder. She later said Burna Boy was laughing when everything was happening. By the next morning, Burna Boy had left Nigeria for Spain. The police arrested his escorts. They were charged with attempted murder, but Burna Boy denied having anything to do with it. In his song Tense with J. Cole, he even said he never shot anyone. This is the song.
You say I shoot person for Cubana, because I want to collect person woman.
But that night at Cubana will always be remembered, because what started as a party ended in bloodshed. But all this scandal did not stop Burna Boy from being the best Afrobeat artist out of Nigeria. The scandal did not stop him from putting Afrobeats on the map today. Burna Boy is still a great artist in Africa. The boy who once sat in a London prison cell. The man who was once declared wanted by the police in Lagos. The artist who was once banned from South Africa and the UK was now standing on the top of the world stage as a champion. Now let me tell you something. Burna Boy's story is not a story of arrogance. To me, it's a story of determination. It's a story of someone who knows what he wanted and how to get it. But the only issue I have with Burna Boy is his hatred for his country and Nigerians. He said he's not proud to be a Nigerian.
Oh, to be honest, I wasn't proud to be Nigerian, bro.
Why?
It wasn't really a proud thing to be at the time.
Yes.
You feel me? And that's the truth. It wasn't really a proud, it's coming from being in the UK and stuff at the time. It wasn't really the proudest thing to be, because they just always used to clown us and try to, with the apps and all that things there. So yeah.
No matter what you do, don't ever neglect your home, your fatherland, your motherland, because there is no place like home. Because at the end of the day, it wouldn't be anything without being a Nigerian. If you love stories like this, you might also like to watch the truth behind the death of Mohbad, or click the playlist below to watch more stories like this. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bell button so you don't miss other amazing stories like this one. Thank you for watching.